What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, and what I thought I wasn't even going to have to do because it looked like a pretty slow day. There's been some big motherfucking signings that have happened here in the recent hours that made day 2 of Free Agency Frenzy worth making a video on. Yes, there's been... I went out to fucking Wendy's for a second, came back, and I was like, what the fuck? How this shit happened? I could not believe it. So... we will start the day off with really the biggest, I think the biggest acquisition before supper time, and that was the Washington Redskins signing Terrell Pryor, formerly the Cleveland Browns, on a 1-year, $6 million deal, but it'll most likely be $8 million. I think there's incentives. There's probably, watch the incentives be like get 3 catches, basically to make sure, to save their ass in case he gets hurt in training camp or something like that. So that was a great deal there. Very surprised that the Cleveland Browns did not decide to match that offer. It becomes more and more clear. It looks like Hugh Jackson wasn't really meshing well with the kind of character Terrell Pryor was. He usually was, willing to give a hot take or two to the media. And, I mean, that's the only reason it makes sense. If not, I mean, the Browns fucking took on the Brock Osweiler deal to basically acquire a second-round pick. So they're pretty much saying, we have fucking salary cap that we need to spend, so we will just do that. Hey, we'll help you out, and you give us a pick. So I don't think money was an issue here when it came to the Browns. I think they were just looking to move on from Terrell Pryor. And that's a big sign there for the Washington Redskins. With Garcon gone, Deshaun Jackson gone, wait to see what happens with the quarterback spot. They need to reload here at wide receiver and give some other weapons around Josh Doctson and Jamison Crowder. And I think Pryor certainly fills that need, enough so that they might not have to, use that, what are they picking, 19th, I think, 19th, 17th, one of those on a wide receiver in the first round. What else we got here? We got, obviously, the Patriots have been busy. We'll talk about the lesser of the 2 trades here. They traded for Coney Ealy and a 3rd-round pick from the Panthers in exchange for a 2nd-round selection. This is a big-time move. I think, I talked about it in my live stream that I did earlier on. If Bill Belichick ever calls you looking for a trade, you look at your pager and you see BB, New England, and he's saying we want one of your players. Obviously, you do not fucking do that, because obviously Bill Belichick sees something in Coney Ealy that he knows he can make him, especially when, the Patriots are kind of stingy. They like to hold on to their picks. They like to draft well, when their picks aren't being taken from them from the NFL for suspensions and shit like that. I think, I'd be like, oh, Coney Ealy. I mean, they drafted, what was he, a 1st or 2nd round pick a couple years ago? Where was he from? Missouri, I guess? I'm going to guess he was from Missouri. But, I mean, that's like one of those moves that you got to go like, should we get rid of him? If Bill Belichick wants him, I'd fucking be like, all right, Coney Ealy, let's call up his agent. We're re-signing this motherfucker, because obviously there is something there. Bill Belichick doesn't, more often than not. Well, he must have a goddamn 95% accuracy rate when he makes a trade on acquiring a player. So, I mean, I think it's a good get there for the Patriots. They're getting younger. Obviously, they could probably slot Coney Ealy and Chris alongside, or, obviously Nikovich is getting up there in age. So, I mean, great pick there for the Patriots. I mean, they got, basically, they gave up a pick. Not even a good pick. They got a 3rd round back from the Panthers. So the 2nd round pick, I guess it kind of stings, but you're getting a starter in Coney Ealy, and you also recouped a 3rd round pick. So that's pretty good move for them. I hope I not really missed anything. Jabal Sheard went to the Colts on a 3-year, $25 million deal. That ain't too bad. I think, he obviously didn't do well in Cleveland. Looked a little bit better with the New England Patriots, but I'm not actually sure where he's going to fit. I think he's probably going to be an outside linebacker, but can he stand up? I don't know. Maybe that's what he played. He seemed to always be a guy that was a down lineman. I'm not sure what he's going to do as a 3-4 outside linebacker. That's what Roto World here is currently reporting, that him and John Simon are projected as the Colts' 2 starting outside linebackers. That might be, I don't know, can he drop back into coverage? I don't think so. We also got Martellus Bennett signing with the Green Bay Packers. But I was like, should I make a video on day 2 of free agency here? Martellus Bennett, that's the big marquee signing. That is a great signing, though, by the way. I mean, it looks like Jared Cook was getting ready to hit the open market, and they went out and got a big-time upgrade. Bennett is chasing Super Bowl rings right now. I assume he got paid decent money here from the Packers, which are usually a team that are kind of frugal in free agency. You always see Packer fans all over the internet going, oh, my God, can we do anything? Ted Thompson does not like to open the book for anyone that wasn't previously a Packer. They usually like to re-sign their own, which is a phenomenal franchise model to work with. But when they do dip out of the Green Bay Packer pool, they usually try to acquire some good talent. Martellus Bennett certainly completes that offense. I mean, he probably is the best tight end that they've had during the Aaron Rodgers era. I think, it'd be easy to say Martellus Bennett is better than Jermichael Finley, and I think that's a pretty fair assessment there. So that is a good get for the Green Bay Packers, adding another dimension to that offense. I mean, there's been some other moves that may have happened. People were so upset, oh, you didn't talk about Pierre Garçon, you didn't talk about this or that in last night's video. I'm just trying to go a little bit quickly because, trust me, the 19th, I'm going to go in-depth with all the other smaller, in quotation, free agency moves. But the big one today was the New England Patriots acquiring Brandin Cooks and a 2017 fourth-round pick from the Saints in exchange for a first and third round pick in 2017. I mean, Brandin Cooks was gone. I made a video, like almost 10,000 views, talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and Brandin Cooks, and that was the first rumored team. And then the Titans came in the mix, and then it kind of got a little quiet for a little bit. And then the Patriots came out of nowhere, and of course, the fucking Patriots would get this. They pretty much just said, all right, we're getting rid of Amendola. What do we need here now? I mean, like, is it going to be Malcolm Mitchell's time to shine? I mean, Chris Hogan had a good playoffs. Julian Edelman's he's not getting any younger, but he's still going to be our starting slot guy. What else can we do? Oh, I don't know. How about we just go get one of the best young dynamic speedsters on the outside? The fucking rich get richer. That is what this is right now. The Saints obviously got what they wanted. They want that first round pick. I don't really know why or what the Titans were offering. I know Philly was not offering a first-round pick, but the Titans had 2 first-rounders. You figure Titans might have been the favorite to land them because they still definitely need wide receiver help. Definitely need wide receiver help more than the Patriots do. But, man, this is a big-time get. Like, I thought, like, the Coney Ely thing was getting a little bit, only the Patriots. I mean, Stephon Gilmore, okay, all right. Oh, yeah, only they'd get, a nice young edge rusher with upside in Coney Ely. And then fucking boom. Get home. Fucking almost spit out my goddamn chocolate frosty here over my goddamn monitor. They got Brandin Cooks. That's the... am I the only one that fucking... Look, obviously, the Patriots right now are winning the offseason with... I just realized they got to hold on to Malcolm Butler. That was the biggest thing. Was like, all right, they're getting Gilmore because they're probably going to try to make that Brandin Cooks trade, but they're going to have to give up Malcolm Butler. No! So now they have 2 baller-ass fucking corners. They upgraded from Logan Ryan to Stephon Gilmore. And now they're upgrading fucking seamlessly, from Danny Amendola to Brandin Cooks. The rich get fucking richer. It comes a point in time when you need to look at the NFL as a general competition. And while this trade may be exactly what the Saints were looking at, you need to realize what team you're giving this firepower to. This is a team that you hope you don't face. And the Saints are a team that, well, how long Brandin Cooks? You got him at least 2 years. They'll have him for this year, and they'll probably pick up his 5th-year option. You have to assume that, okay, we're the Saints. We're hoping we can get to the Super Bowl here before Drew Brees ends. Oh, let's just fucking give some ammunition to probably the biggest competition on the AFC. Hopefully, they're going to end up watching they make the Super Bowl. They're going to play the Patriots. Oh, look, we're going up against Brandin Cooks. Oh, shit, we probably shouldn't have traded him. Look, they need to have good foresight downfield. I would not trade a single fucking player to the New England Patriots. That is borderline, that should be consensus around the league right now. You should not trade anyone to the Patriots because they're going to fucking work. You don't need to give a team that's already the best, that always dominates the draft, always somehow finds the fucking, day 9 free agents that come out to be a goddamn starter. Like find someone in the Woodward like Chris Hogan, who was average in Buffalo and then had one hell of a playoff run. But now you give them Brandin Cooks, like the most dynamic wide receiver they've probably had since Randy Moss. Because, I mean, Julian Edelman, I'm no slight to Julian Edelman, but, for an outside wide receiver, at least, we could say. Man, the rich getting fucking richer. I don't know. It's if you're a Patriot fan, I'm ecstatic. I am absolutely ecstatic. You got to keep, the way I look at it is you got to fucking keep Malcolm Butler, and you got Brandin Cooks. That's the way. So you got a good guy. Maybe Malcolm Butler, he actually got kind of owned there in the playoffs a little bit, but still for the most part is a good starting outside corner, if not great one. And then now you just got a brand new dimension for Tom Brady to fucking make into a goddamn all-star. So Patriot fans should be happy. I guess Saint fans would be happy because they got that first-round pick that they wanted. Congrats, you basically got a second-round pick. That's what you got. The Titans would have given you 17. You just fucking took 32. I don't know, man. Unless I'm missing something, it is what it is. So that will just wrap it up today's video. More so about the Brandin Cooks. But in general, day 2 free agency. I may have missed a thing or two, but obviously the big 2 headlines, I would say, is Martellus Bennett and the Brandin Cook trade. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. I think it's fucking the rich getting richer. That's the only way you can put this. But, yeah. Well, I don't know if we're going to do a day 3. We still got Hightower out there. Watch the Patriots re-sign Hightower. Yeah, why not? Let's just get all the fucking good players to the Patriots. We'll probably talk about this tomorrow evening. But thank you guys for watching this. First time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. And until next time, C4 saying peace out.